Kenya. Hey, narudi nyumbani. I'm coming home, home where I belong. Whoa, I'm coming home, home where I belong. Narudi nyumbani, 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 nyumbani. Narudi nyumbani.
Look at his hair! Say hi!
Hi!
Guy. Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. My name is Itago. Today we're going to be talking about my decision to move back to Africa, specifically Kenya. If you're new to my channel, you're definitely welcome. If you're a returning subscriber, you know I live for every single person who returns to my channel, so thank you so much for your support. I am seated down because I want to be comfortable. I have my cup of tea with me just in case this gets intense, so I ask you to also grab yourself your own cup of green tea. Mine is Rooibos, and let's just have a heart-to-heart conversation. Like, why did I decide to move back to Africa? Why did I decide to move back home where I could have stayed in the US and maybe made a lot of money and I don't know, just taking a completely different path in life. So this is what this video today is going to be about. I'm just going to share a little bit about my expectations and things that my story, and just how I came to that decision that I want to move back, and also how this channel is going to develop and how my content is going to be influenced by my experiences in Kenya and in the rest of Africa. So you want to stay tuned because you don't want to miss any of this, so that when you see stuff popping up on my channel in the next couple of months and you're like, girl, like what is this? Yeah, this is because I'm moving back, okay? So just to start, I'll give us a background. I graduated, or rather before, when I came to UC Berkeley 4 years ago, rather 5 now, in 2013, I always knew in my heart that I was going to go back to Africa, whether it's in Kenya, whatever. Like, my target was to go back home. I came on a J1 visa, which you have like a mandatory 2-year home presence requirement, but it can be waived, blah blah blah, visa stuff. Yeah, but I knew all those things, and whenever I told people that I was gonna move back, they'd be like, what is wrong with you? Many people are like trying to get themselves into the US. It's the land of opportunity and all this green pastures and all, you know, all the shakam rackle that they tell you about the US. So despite the fact that I knew all these things, I had told myself that I was going to move back to Africa after I graduated. This was 4 years ago. So fast forward to when I graduated, I was still trying to figure out what to do with my life, and I was trying to find a job. It was very hard. I got so many rejections. Oh Lord. If you haven't watched my video where I talk about the expectations, what people didn't tell me for post-grad life, you should definitely watch it. I've linked it in the description box. But I got so many rejections, doors were being shut in my face, and I was just like, okay God, what do you want me to do with my life? What happened was, your girl was just trying to get a job. I was just trying to get myself into the corporate life. But I was also very picky because I was like, I don't want to work here. I don't want to work in this kind of job. I don't want to go knocking on people's doors trying to sell them insurance. No, I ain't trying to do that. Like, yeah, I can do marketing. Like, I can sell a product. Like, tell me to sell my hair and I'm going to sell it to you. Tell me to sell you fashion that's from like Agunia. I will do it gladly, but I am not walking in the Texas heat, 100 degrees in the summer, trying to sell people insurance. I am not doing that. No. I think at some point last year over the summer, I had decided I was going to stay in the US because it was the comfortable decision for me. I could could stay, continue working for my uncle's company, and I could continue just babysitting. I could continue studying, taking my master's, because I'm doing an online master's, and I can just do that, and it's comfortable. And over the next year, while I figure out what I'm doing, then and develop myself, I'm doing photography, and I'm actually now getting to a point where I'm getting paid for my photography skills, which is amazing. And yeah, so like things were beginning to take shape. I'm getting friends, like I'm driving, all those things. So things were beginning to take form here in the US, and I had just said, okay, I guess I'm gonna stay in the US. So even if I had made this decision, there was just a part in my heart that was dying. Like I'd wake up during the day, like, yes, I'm a very happy person. Generally, I'm always laughing, I'm always happy. People ask me, are you ever sad? I'm like, yeah, but then not, my sad moments are less than my happy moments. So most of the times you'll meet me, I'm happy, I'm smiling, I'm jovial, and I was always like that. But there was just like that 10% part in my heart that was just like, I'm not where I'm supposed to be. But then I didn't know what that was. And I remember I was talking to my friend like sometime in August, and I was just like, oh, man, I'm just like craving. I'm craving to be in Kenya. I'm craving to be at least in Africa, wherever, Ghana, Uganda, wherever. Like I just want to be in Africa, but I have no idea how to do it. So I was just like, okay, I guess I'll just stay here. You know, sometimes life takes you through where you don't want to be, so that when you get to where you want to be, you can appreciate the mountains, I guess. And I just thought, I'm just gonna stay here. It's not that bad, honestly. I have a good life here in the US. So while I was going through this whole period, I finally did get a job offer by a company, and they're like, yeah, I would love to extend an offer to you. I was like, yay, I'm so happy. Oh my gosh, I was so excited. I'm gonna do a separate video just telling you guys my journey of getting a job, and just if you like need resume help, if you need help in knowing how to network, if you need help in knowing how to email the right people, blah blah blah, all those things, I'll do a video on that. Because how I got my job, it was a testimony. I didn't get my job through my connections. I know I say that before. Nothing. I didn't get it through my networks. It was just through like the randomest of websites and everything. So that was all God. So I got my job offer in September last year, and that meant that come January, I have to go back home. I'm moving back to Kenya. So here I am, and it's right now I'm still in the US. It's really dawning on me that I am actually moving back. So why am I like, for other people is I'm throwing away a chance to maybe like make a lot of money, because honestly, let's just be honest, they're not paying me as much as maybe I would be paid here in the US. And yeah, I guess just that. But on the other hand, when I think of the US and Kenya or Africa, I think of the US as a machine that already has like its parts running, and anyone who comes into this machine comes in like maybe like a screwdriver that's just like going in there to like fix this part that's kind of broken or that. And I think of Africa as a machine that's being built. So anyone that's coming in to build this machine is like, we need like this huge cogwheel to come and be fixed here, and we need this person here. So in terms of wanting to, where I felt like my experience from school and from life generally, where I felt like I had more impact would be in Africa. And I felt like I am missing out on this revolution. If you guys don't think there's a revolution that's happening in Africa, ooh, think twice, because a lot of things are changing and people are not really seeing it. People just want to move and go out of Africa, but there's a lot of opportunities that are existing, especially with the demographic shift, because we know the youth are a lot. So as more of this youth join the workforce, it means that we need more people to be creating employment for them. We need more entrepreneurs. We need more people to be doing analysis. We need all these people in Africa. Yet if you don't really think about it that way, you do not see the potential that exists for you to, in this case for me, to make impact in Africa. So I decided to accept the job offer, and I was so happy because I mean the description looks like something that I want to work in. What are my expectations for moving back? I know I'm gonna experience culture shock. Let's sip a cup of tea for that. Yeah, I'm used to ordering stuff online and they appear on my doorstep 2 days later. Fast internet, work ethic, you know, people working with people who understand that we want to do this, we want to get things done, and we want to get them now or as soon as possible. We want to maximize our resources. So that there's that certain level of comfort that I'm used to, that I know it does not necessarily happen in Kenya, or it's just on a different level altogether. And I know that I'll be frustrated, at least for the first couple of months when I'm back. But I am excited. I'm excited because I'm going back to live with my family. I'll be there with my friends. I also love my friends here in the US, but I also miss my friends in Kenya so much. So I'm excited at least to catch up with them. You know, the thing is, I also expect people to have moved on, people's lives to have moved on. So no one was waiting for me. No one was like, oh my gosh, Itago, I can't wait till you get back. No, people went on with their lives. So I don't expect people who we were friends or like really close friends maybe like 1-2 years ago to still be on the same level, but there's that core group of people who I've been keeping in touch with, who really are at least they're a blessing that I've had them, and I know at least if all else fails, I have like these few people with me. In terms of the workspace, I'm really hoping that I'm hoping and I'm praying that I'll be able to deal in the right way with whatever challenges I get in the workspace. I know it can be frustrating, and my friends who've moved back or who've worked in Africa, they do express that frustration to me a lot, and I know that's gonna happen. So I'm just going in with a more, not necessarily like an optimistic attitude, but just like a more practical one, that this is gonna happen regardless. I just have to understand that that's how things are, and hopefully it gets better, or I'm able to change or impact maybe or influence the work ethic in some of the projects that I'm going to be working on for the next year or the next coming years or so. For my channel, so I'm really excited on just how my channel is going to be going like for this year. I really expect to do traveling within Africa, and just really take you guys on the road with me or on the plane with me if my money allows me to, because you know money is always the constraint factor here. And I want to explore a lot of the local things. So one thing that I'm doing is I'm packing up my stuff. I'm trying to avoid as much as possible to buy products from here. I have my makeup. I do have my makeup, which I swear by, with me, but I'm also going to be testing out products in Kenya, because I would love to just embrace this culture of consuming local, because that's what I see here in the US. People consume a lot of the US products. In Korea, people consume a lot of their products. Same thing for China. So why can't we do the same in Kenya? So I would love to be like a definitive voice in that sector, where I'm able to actually just look at Kenyan products, whether it's food, whether it's recreational facilities. Another thing that I'm really interested in is just the whole entertainment space, things that you can do that's not clubbing. Does that make sense? Like, what can you do for fun in Nairobi or in other parts of Kenya or Africa that will lead to people just spending more leisure time outside their houses or outside their comfort zone. So I want to do a lot of that in my channel. And another thing is that I'm gonna make a 3 to 6 month update. 3 or 6 months, let's see how things go, just to update you guys how my move back to Kenya has been, and we'll see if things are going well, if I'm thinking of moving back to the US, or if I'm just gonna stay and ride it out, as TD Jake says. But I am really excited. My heart is at peace. I've prayed about it a lot. So if you're out there and you're thinking about moving back, definitely prepare for it. If you do not have a job when you're going back, figure out just how you're gonna survive or live for the first few months to 1 year when you're still trying to find a job, because life is hard, not just for returnees but also for people in Kenya. So we can't just go back and be like, yay, I'm just gonna come here and I'm gonna take over the corporate world and I'm gonna change things. No, realistically speaking, many people are tarmacking. So you just can't come from wherever you are abroad and go to Kenya directly and be like, I'm gonna get whatever job I want to get. Because first place, they can't afford you. If you've been earning like 6K a month and you go to Kenya, no one's gonna pay you 6K a month unless like it's an international organization, you see. So you just kind of have to consider all those things, quality of life, how do you want to live, how do you want to be like a conscious consumer? Do you still want to like import things from wherever you are living and continue your lifestyle from abroad in your country? Yeah, I don't know if there's anyone out there who's decided to move back to their home countries or to another country in Africa. I would love to hear your stories. So leave that in the comment section, or also in my social medias. I love having conversations with people. Tell me how your story is going. Tell me how your moving back is. My Kenyan people, please holla at me. I want to hang out. I want to meet up with people who we haven't seen each other for a while. Tell me how things are going, you know, like I'm just excited. Yeah, and hopefully I know I'm not making a mistake. I know that. I know what may, like God is guiding me. So yeah, I'll see you guys on the other side. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, I don't know what you're waiting for. Please don't be rude. Don't be rude, boy, girl. Don't be rude. Just subscribe, okay? I'll see you in the next video. Bye.